Trading at Schwab is now powered by Ameritrade, giving you even more specialized support than ever before. Like access to the trade desk, our team of passionate traders ready to tackle anything from the most complex trading questions to a simple strategy gut check. Need assistance? No problem. Get 24/7 professional answers and live help, and access support by phone, email, and in-platform chat. That's how Schwab is here for you, to help you trade brilliantly. Learn more at schwab.com/trading.
Having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, Counter Spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Crime on a Sunday with episodes of Crime and Peter Chambers starring Dane Clark, Calling All Cars from 1939, Lights Out and the Prelude to Murder, and the FBI and Peace and War from 1955 and The Hostage, and we'll wrap it all up with the most criminal act in the world, Lum and Abner. That's all coming up on this Sunday. This is the 15th day of June, 166th day of the year, 199 days left until we get to 2026. King John of England put his seal on the Magna Carta on this date in 1215. Colonists in North America completed James Fort in Jamestown, Virginia in 1607. In 1792, Benjamin Franklin experimented by flying a kite during a thunderstorm. The result, a little spark that showed the relationship between lightning and electricity. George Washington appointed head of the Continental Army on this date in 1775. Arkansas became the 25th state of the Union on this date in 1836. Which, by the way, did you know that Arkansas ruled that any company owned by the Chinese government couldn't own land in Arkansas? I think that's a win. An order to establish a military burial ground signed on this date in 1864 by Secretary of War Edwin M. Stanton. That location later became known as Arlington National Cemetery. 1877, Henry O. Flipper became the first African American to graduate from the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. The House of Representatives approved the annexation of Hawaii on this date in 1898. It would be another 50 years before it would become a state. In 1909, Benjamin Scheib patented the Quark Center baseball. In 1911, the Computing Tabulating Recording Company incorporated in the state of New York. In 1911, that company would later be renamed International Business Machines, IBM. 1916, President Wilson signed a bill incorporating the Boy Scouts of America. In 1911, Captain John Alcock, Lieutenant Arthur W. Brown won $50,000 for successfully completing the first non-stop transatlantic airplane flight. In 1944, American forces began their successful invasion of Saipan during World War II. In 1964, the last French troops left Algeria. Premiering on this date, the country version of Laugh-In, Hee-Haw.
With special guest, Brenda Lee, Chet Atkins, Johnny Carver, and starring Buck Owens and Roy Clark. And the whole Hee-Haw gang. Archie Campbell, Barney Tapp, Janella Hutton, Grandpa Joe,
The program would run for 2 years on CBS before their rural purge, where it was said by some that anything with a tree got canceled by CBS, but it would continue for 20 more years in first-run syndication. Hee Haw premiering on this date in 1969. King Hussein of Jordan on this date in 1978 made 26-year-old American Lisa Halby, who became Queen Noor. In 1981, the U.S. agreed to provide Pakistan with $3 billion in military and economic aid from 1982 to 1987. In the capital city of Stanley, the Falklands War ended in 1982 as Argentinian troops surrendered to the British. 1983, the Supreme Court reinforced its position on abortion by striking down state and local restrictions on abortions. In 1986, Pravda, the Communist Party newspaper, reported that the chief engineer of the Chernobyl nuclear plant dismissed for mishandling the incident at the plant. That 1986 incident, to this day, is still being cleaned up. And it's in the middle of that war, too. 1991, Mount Pinatubo in the northern Philippines exploded in one of the biggest volcanic eruptions of the 20th century. Almost 800 people killed.
Mount Pinatubo erupted. It's a fairly large eruption. It's a major eruption.
The eruption so bad that the U.S. military abandoned nearby Clark Air Base the following November. It was ruled by the Supreme Court on this date in 1992 that the government could kidnap criminal suspects from foreign countries for prosecution. And you remember this story? Vice President Dan Quayle told a student to spell potato with an E on the end during a spelling bee. Quayle, to his defense, said he had relied on a faulty flashcard that had been written by the student's teacher. Whichever way it goes, it was an oops that people never forgave. 1994, Israel and the Vatican established full diplomatic relations. And in 1999, South Korean naval forces sank a North Korean torpedo boat during an exchange in the disputed Yellow Sea. A divided Supreme Court on this date in 2006 made it easier for police to barge into homes and seize evidence without knocking or waiting. In 2006, Microsoft chairman Bill Gates said he would transition from day-to-day responsibilities at the company to concentrate on the charitable work of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Of course, I don't want to get into that. If you look at the numbering system of Windows, that explains all of that. Bob Barker ended his 35-year run as host of The Price is Right on CBS on this date in 2007. You can see almost many. You still see Bob Barker each and every day. And that is one of the many benefits of streaming. There is a Bob Barker Price is Right channel on many of what they call the FAST, the ad-supported streaming applications, like, Sling has a free stream service where it's on. It's on the Roku channel. It's on Pluto TV. You can still enjoy Bob Barker today. Nick Wallenda became the first person to successfully tight walk directly over Niagara Falls on this date in 2012.
I just started thinking about my great-grandfather and paying tribute to him and all the walks that he did and he was successful on. That's what this is all about, paying tribute to my ancestors and my hero, Carl Wallenda.
Wallenda, a seventh-generation member of the Flying Wallenda family. And it was on this date 3 years ago today, Microsoft retired its ubiquitous Internet Explorer after 26 years in favor of Microsoft Edge. I have Edge on the computer. I use Brave, and for a lot of reasons. John Hinckley Jr. shot and wounded President Reagan in 1981, freed from court oversight on this date 3 years ago today, officially concluding decades of supervision by legal and mental health officials. In his first TV interview ever, he told CBS News chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett about regretting his actions.
I shot 4 people. And I'm sorry to the Reagan family, the Brady family, the other families of the victims.
Would you like them to consider forgiving you?
Yes. They probably can't, but I wish they would.
Do you want to give them a reason to?
I feel terrible for what I did, and I've had remorse for many years for what I did, and if I could take it all back, I would. I swear, I would take it all back.
John Hinckley Jr. shot very many people in 1981. He was freed on this date back in 2022. Passing away on this date in history, a wonderful guitarist, Wes Montgomery, a playwright, composer, conductor, and a wonderful wit, too, Meredith Willson, passing away on this date. Ella Fitzgerald, Dirty Dick Murdoch, a wonderful wrestler of the old school. Actor Hume Cronin, Jessica Tandy's husband for years. Also, Casey Kasem in the American Top 40. Keep your feet on the ground and keep your head in the clouds. Kurt Kerkorian, passing away on this date. Film director Franco Zeffirelli and wonderful actress Glenda Jackson, all passing away on this date in history. Birthday of those who are no longer with us, David Rose. His wonderful orchestral work, probably his best-known hit, The Stripper. Errol Garner, Misty, wonderful music. Mario Cuomo, also Waylon Jennings. Harry Nilsson, such wonderful music. And also the best friend of Ernest, Jim Varney.
Hey, Vern. Hey, ain't you a little heavy to be working up here? You know what you need, Vern? It's some of this Purity Milk's new Purity Light. It's 99% fat-free, Vernon, and protein fortified. And that's what you need to be, Vern. 99% fat-free and fortified. And that way these roof beams won't buckle like this when you're up here working!
The Ernest character was so wonderful. Jim Varney, born on this date back in 1949. We lost him. Can you believe it's in 25 years? He died in 2000. But, boy, could you see Ernest? Wouldn't that be great? Ernest goes to Capitol Hill. That would be wonderful.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
From Kansas. No, not the state, the group. Steve Walsh, 74 years old today. He's from St. Joe, Missouri. And why is he in Kansas? He should be in Missouri. Well, never mind. Somebody's knocking. Should I let him in? Terry Gibbs, also 71 today. Also, according to Jim Belushi, is 71 today, too.
Well, we're playing Frozen Guy. You see, I'm frozen, and the only way I get thawed out is by the girls playing in the backyard.
Okay, Jim Belushi, 71. You remember Airplane? You remember the beautiful stewardess, Julie Haggerty? She's 70 years old today. From Mad About You, Helen Hunt is 62.
Scientists have been studying tornadoes forever, but still nobody knows how a tornado works.
From the movie Twister, Helen Hunt, 62 today. From Friends, no relation, Courtney Cox, 61.
Miss, what is your association with this man?
He's my husband.
I see.
Oh, but only for a few days. I mean, I don't know what he does when he's outside the house.
Okay, Courtney Cox, 61 today. From the Friday series of movies, Ice Cube, the rapper, 56 today. It's hard to say that a rapper is that old. It really is. From King of Queens, Leah Remini is 55.
I'll be in an iron lung, you'll be in a wheelchair. Hey, you know what? Maybe we can chip in and share a helper monkey.
Oh, Lordy. From King of Queens, Leah Remini, 55. Her anti-Scientologist views have really boosted her after that. I will say I don't disagree with a lot of what she says in that regard. Oh, how did he go from being that young, cute, and simple, sweet Doogie Howser to that slime on How I Met Your Mother? Neil Patrick Harris, 52. And from the WWE, the most misused wrestler they have on the roster, Bayley, 36. She's one of those people who say, yeah, what do you need me to do, Triple H? Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, you need me to step aside? Okay, I'll step aside. But she whatever you give her to do, she was one of the WWE highlights in the pandemic era. And she just developed this wonderful love-hate relationship with their announcer. I mean, she did, and it came up on television great. Bailey, 36 years old today, and she is a Hall of Famer. I don't care if you like the WWE or don't. She is a Hall of Famer in anybody's book. Though some of the people born on the 15th day of June, if this is your birthday...
Hi, we're the Four Freshmen, and we just want to say, Happy birthday to you!
And on this Sunday edition of the program, we're going to go back 54 years, June 15th, 1954. Dane Clark starring in Crime and Peter Chambers. And we'll be there in just a moment.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
This is Debbie Reynolds. If you've been wondering what you can do to fight communism personally from your own home, there is something you can do. Support Radio Free Europe, the station built and financed by the contributions of the American public to the crusade for freedom. Radio Free Europe is one Cold War operation the communists fear and attack constantly. Support Radio Free Europe. Send your truth dollars to Crusade for Freedom, care of your local postmaster.
Crime and Peter Chambers had a 5-month run on NBC from April 6th to September 7th, following the conclusion of the show that was helmed by Frank Sinatra, Johnny Fortune. He quit the show after he won the Academy Award. And so they had to have something to fill that 25-minute slot. So Henry Kane created Peter Chambers, and they did the show Crime and Peter Chambers. It was introduced in a 1947 novel of Kane's, Halo for Nobody, and he was featured in a series of novels, the last of which was the 1972 Kill for the Millions. Radio historian John Dunning described the program as an undistinguished half-hour filled with glib dialogue that played into Dane Clark's image as a screen tough guy. Let's enjoy this show in all of its glory, because we have some excellent sound qualities of the show. So here we go. Crime and Peter Chambers, starring Dane Clark, 71 years ago, June 15th, 1954.
Crime and Peter Chambers. Created by Henry Kane, transcribed and starring Dane Clark.
Private investigator, duly licensed and duly sworn, Peter Chambers.
You're a private eye. That's your business. Anything else? That's for laughs. It's 5:30 in the afternoon and you're at a cocktail party on Park Avenue. Right up to now, you've been bored. But that was right up to now, before you saw her. Now you've seen her, and she's about as beautiful as anything you've ever seen in your life. She's seated at a piano, idly doing improvisation. May I, is it all right? May I sit here beside you?
Why, yes, certainly. I'd been hoping you would.
Well, now.
You're Peter Chambers, aren't you, honey? The detective type fella?
Oh, I loves that Hominy Grits accent.
My name's Lenore.
And I love that name.
Mr. Peter Chambers.
I just couldn't perk up enough nerve to approach you, but I did so want to talk with you.
Mr. Peter Chambers.
Oh, that's for you, isn't it?
Look when. Here, I'm Peter Chambers.
Telephone call for you, sir.
Where?
Just follow me, sir.
All right, I'll be back, Lenore. Don't go away.
I'll be waiting.
You're right this way, sir.
Thank you.
Here you are.
Thank you. Hello?
Pete? Hello, Pete.
Oh, no.
It's Louis Parker, Detective Lieutenant Parker.
Oh, can't I lose you anywhere? Here I am at a park getting your shindig, Louis,
Yeah,
and...
it's a good thing I knew where to find you. It's murder, Pete.
Well, what else when Parker of homicide is involved?
Look, one of our suspects is a kid by name of Jack March.
Jack March. I know that boy.
Yeah, he won't talk to cops. But he says he will talk to you. He'll talk to Peter Chambers only.
Well, if that's the way it is, Louis. When do you need me?
Right away. Highview Apartments on Sutton Place, apartment 16A.
Hey, very fancy. And who lives there?
The Contessa La Fresso.
Oh, that's real fancy, too. Is she there?
She's here, and she ain't here, if you know what I mean. She's dead.
All right, I'll be there.
Good boy.
Bye now. Detective Lieutenant Louis Parker. When he asks a favor, you jump. Because with you, as with everyone else, Louis Parker rates. Only with you, he rates special because you don't only respect him as a cop, you respect him as a friend. So you get to Sutton Place, the apartment of the Contessa La Fresso. Park is there. A lovely red-headed maid is there. Jack March is there, and one other guy. A tough baby by the name of Stoney Carter.
How long are you going to...
You know everybody here, Pete?
Hi, Mr. Chambers.
How are you, Jack?
I'm lousy. I think I'm in the middle of a quick frame.
Just hold it, young fella. Pete, you know Stoney Carter?
Me and the Shamus, we have met now and then.
I've always preferred the then to the now.
Oh, with the play on words.
Stoney Carter, a hoodlum from way back. An easy money guy that's always stayed inside the law. Not so young Jack March. A good kid turned wrong and then turned right again. He's done a stretch and he's been paroled, and you're one of those who made character for him. He's driving a cab last you heard. But the redhead's more attractive than both of them put together. And you're beginning to debate between the redhead and Lenore, but you stay faithful to Lenore.
Pete.
Yeah?
Notice all I've got is 3 uniformed cops here. My staff is on the way. We haven't really got started yet.
And already you've garnered 2 suspects?
Yeah. Come in here, the bedroom.
In the bedroom, Parker pulls down a sheet and shows you the Contessa La Fresso. Dead. Knifed to death. He points out a switch knife lying on the dresser. The dresser's also got 2 vases on it. One with gardenias and one with orchids. The flowers wilted and tired.
The red-headed maid came back and found her like that.
Came back from where?
Let me get the sheet back over the Contessa.
Yeah, she doesn't look very pretty now.
Okay. Denise, will you come in here, please?
Oui, monsieur.
Denise Monet, Peter Chambers.
How do you do?
How do?
Denise, would you tell Mr. Chambers just what happened?
Well, it was about 10 minutes to 5. Madame was in bed napping. I knew she had an appointment at 5, so I woke her.
An appointment with whom?
It was Monsieur Stoney Carter for 5 o'clock. The other one was for 5:30.
What other one?
The other appointment.
What other appointment?
The one with Monsieur Jacques March.
Okay, Miss Denise, so you woke her up.
Oh, she was very tired. We only came home today from a week in the country. There was shopping to do, and she told me to go and do it, the shopping. But I say, Madame, you will have a guest shortly.
And what did she say?
She yawned and said, so you will wake me up. Leave the door unlocked.
Which is just what she does. She leaves the door unlocked and blows. She comes back at 20 after 5. She finds your friend, Jack March, standing in here. Knife is in his hand, and the Contessa, she's dead.
So quickly I call the police, and quickly the police come.
And what does Jack March do in the meantime?
He stands like, how you say it, petrified.
Hey, petrified is pretty good.
And we find him like that, knife in his hand. And, of course, he clams. The poor kid. He don't trust cops. He starts wailing for Peter Chambers. He don't trust law, but he trusts Peter Chambers.
Look, he's a good kid, Louis.
Good kid, schmood kid. He's got a knife in his hand. He's here on the scene. What does he get for that? The Purple Heart?
And that bum out there, the first appointment, the 5 o'clock guy, Stoney Carter, what about him?
Well, the minute Denise gives us the story, one of my boys picks him up at his place.
Where's his place?
Hotel Bilton. He'd hardly got there. Still had his hat on.
Okay. So, I suppose you want me to talk to the kid?
Yeah, I wish you would. For his sake.
All right. But let's sort of do it in a hurry. I've got to get back to a party.
Oh, business deal there, Pete?
Well, not exactly business.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, if you want to put it that way. Now, look, Miss Denise.
Oui, Monsieur Chambre.
Ooh, aren't you the cute one?
Oui, Monsieur Chambre.
Oh, you're the niece, you. You know, if there wasn't a Lenore...
Lenore there is perhaps, but Lenores... Oh, poof, there are many. There is but one Denise.
You know, I got a small hunch you're right, honey.
Well, look, lover boy, break it up, huh? What did you want to ask?
Sorry, Louis, lost my head. Now, these flowers here, Denise, what are they?
Orchids and gardenias. A bow of the Contessa, he gives them last week.
They're all wilted.
Of course. It was last week.
Oh.
And we have been away all this week.
Look, Pete, you want to talk to the kid now?
I'll talk to both of them. Stoney Carter first, if it's all right with you, Louis.
Yeah, sure. In here or out there?
Out there. It's crazy French maid.
Stoney.
At your service,
Tell
Lieutenant.
Mr. Chambers your tale of woe, huh?
Tale of woe. Simple.
Okay, let's hear it.
I got a date with the Contessa for 5 bells. I come. I knock. No answer. I try the door. It's open. I goes in. Finds her asleep. I wake her. We chop. But she ain't in the mood for no company. She's sleepy. So I blow the joint.
How long did you stay?
Oh, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
And then?
I get back to my hotel. And ain't there maybe a minute when wham, banging on the door, cops. They lug me back here. That's it.
Okay, now you, Jack March. Your personal private eye is here. You want to unclam now? Or you want a personal private trip downtown?
Easy, Louis, easy, will you? Jack.
Yeah?
You trust me, don't you, kid?
Yes, sir. Mr. Chambers?
All right, tell me what happened.
Look, they'll railroad me. I've been in the can once. I don't want it. I don't want it no more. Look, Mr. Chambers, I'm driving a hack, special okay from the Hack Bureau. I'm doing it all right. Now I got to get caught up in this.
What happened, kid?
Well, I had a date with her for 5:30.
Yeah?
I come early. Like Stoney says, the door was open. Only I don't find her asleep. I find her dead. And there's a knife on the floor. Like a dope, I picks it up, and then the maid barges in. Look, what am I going to do? Me with a shiv in my hand? Stab her and make her run for it? So I just stand there like the big dope I am, and that's it. A dead dame, a knife, and me in the middle.
You didn't kill her, did you, kid?
You think he'd tell you if he did?
Yes, Louis, I think he would.
I didn't kill her. Why should I kill her?
Pete, come over here a minute, huh?
Parker takes you aside and thanks you. His staff will be here soon, and they'll take over on the scientific aspects. So, since there's nothing left for you to do, you tell Parker to keep you posted and that you're going back to that Park Avenue shindig, and back there you go.
Hi, Mr. Chambers.
Hi.
It's so good to see you again.
I told you I'd be back, Lenore.
Stanhope.
Oh, beautiful girl, beautiful name. Another beautiful name happened to me just a short while ago. Denise.
Oh, honey, there are so many Denises. But there's only one little old Lenore.
You know, you two must have studied from the same book. But, Lenore, my love, I am faithful unto you. Let us go gather cocktails.
You're just the man for a criminologist to meet.
Who needs criminologists? I've got you.
Mr. Chambers?
Uh-oh, here's that man again. All right, here I am.
A phone call, Mr. Chambers.
Thank you. What's your name?
Livingston, sir.
Lead me to it, Mr. Livingston. Lenore, once more, my apologies.
This way, Mr. Chambers.
You go to the phone, and guess who?
We've got developments, Pete.
Look, I'm working on a few developments myself, Louis.
We're booking your boy, but there have been a couple of interesting developments.
Oh, like what?
Well, that's not for phone talk. I'll wait for you if you promise to come over to the apartment, but pronto.
All right, I'll be there as fast as I can. Don't go away.
I'll be here, but do it quick, huh?
So, once more, you do the apology bit for Lenore Stanhope. You tell her you'll be back, that you'll call her even before you come back. And then you tear yourself away. And you're on your shuttle again. You're back at Sutton Place in the Contessa's apartment. And there's nobody there, not even the body. There's only Parker, a couple of cops, and Stoney Carter. Where's everybody?
Well, your boy's downtown being booked. Body's been picked up by the basket boys, and my staff has departed.
Well, there was one little bright light down here who was conspicuous by her absence, that Denise. What happened to her?
You turned on her like a refrigerator, so she kind of shined up to one of my young cops who went downtown with him.
Mm-hmm. You going to brush her up on criminology?
Mayhap, my lad, mayhap.
Well, there's always Lenore.
Lenore? Who that?
Private lieutenant. Private for the private eye. Now, what's with the developments?
Well, first, we've got a little motive, finally.
Like what?
Robbery. There's a brooch missing from a drawer of that dresser in the bedroom.
The one with the flowers on it? The wilted orchids and gardenias?
Yep, top drawer. Kept the jewelry there. Insured, but the brooch is gone, and it's worth 100,000 bananas.
You mean the dame woke up while one of our two suspects was kind of helping himself to this,
Diamond brooch, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Figure she woke, squawked, got stuck.
So? Who stuck her?
We say your boy, Jack March. Fingerprints on knife, only one set, his.
What about fingerprints on the dresser drawer?
Got a smudge, which could have been a fingerprint. And then we got a fingerprint, which turns out to be Stoney Carter's.
Then why are you holding my boy?
Because, one, your boy was caught red-handed with the knife. Two, only his prints are on the knife. And three, the smudge could have been his print, only it got smudged, and that happens often enough.
And how does dear old Stoney explain his print?
Let him talk for himself, huh?
Sure, Lieutenant. I am happy to oblige.
Oh, I love these oily, obliging guys. Okay, big shot. Oblige.
It's like this. I get here. She's sleeping. She wakes up. We chat. These flowers are all wilted. The petals are all over the dresser. Dropped from these here flowers, you see. I'm a neat guy. Always been a neat guy. So, while we're chatting, I'm kind of cleaning up these petals with felt, you see. I'm shoving them into the palm of my hand. You see, I'm going to dump them down the incinerator.
All right, do it a little faster, Stoney, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, the top drawer's a little open. Some of them petals I'm cleaning up, brushing them together like some of them fall in there. So I pull a drawer open, take out the ones that fall in, dump the heap into the incinerator. Like that, my print maybe gets on a knob of that drawer.
Yeah, simple enough to be perfectly logical.
Time to go into a huddle again, Lieutenant. You and me, alone.
Yeah, sure, Pete. Come in the bedroom. It's empty now.
You holding that bird out there?
I haven't got on what to hold him. And he's wise enough to know it. He's beefing for his lawyer already.
But you're holding the kid, aren't you? A kid who's trying to straighten himself out, driving a cab.
Now, look, be sensible. We got him with the goods. Fingerprints, witness, the works.
But what about the brooch?
Well, our fast figure is he got rid of it somewhere first, and then back here, he's about to clean up on the knifing deal when the maid shows. Now, wait a minute. So he plays it dumb, you see. Stands here, he doesn't make a run for it, and he says he picks the knife up off the
But it could be true, can it?
Only his prints are on it.
But it's possible that the knife was wiped and then he picked it up.
Oh, everything's possible, but we got a case against him. Against the Stoney, we haven't got a thing.
You're going to look over his place at the Bilton?
Oh, we haven't got a right. You need a search warrant for that. We haven't got a thing to base a warrant on.
Yeah, but I don't need a warrant.
What does that mean?
The thing blew wide open fast, and you picked up Stoney at the Bilton. He'd hardly gotten into his place yet. You said yourself he had his hat still on his head.
So?
So, if maybe he did cop that brooch, it'd still be there. He just didn't have a chance to move it.
But I can't get a warrant. I got no grounds for it.
Good enough. So that's where little boy Private Eye fits in.
Where?
Listen, Louis. Hold him here for half an hour, and then let him go. Give him a 5-minute head start, and then you call on him at the Bilton. strictly a social call.
What'll you be working on in the meantime?
Me? Be working on trying to get young Jack March out of the can. If I'm wrong, I apologize. If I'm right, a good kid gets spared a lot of grief. Bye now, Louis. So off you go on your scooter. First stop is an old friend, an elderly Greek gentleman who owns a florist shop. You have a bit of discourse on the subject of flowers, including orchids and gardenias, and you come away with some edifying results. Then at the Bilton, you learn that Stoney's place is 426, so you pace the fourth floor corridor waiting for him. There's a phone booth and you use it.
Winston residence?
Mr. Livingston, I presume?
This is Livingston, sir.
Mr. Chambers, Livingston.
Mr. Chambers? Oh, at the other end of the wire this time, sir, eh?
Oh, very funny. Would you page Lenore Stano, please?
No need to page her, sir. She's right here at this end of the wire.
Oh, you're killing me. Put her on, will you?
One moment, please. Telephone, Mr.
Thank you, kindly. Hello?
Lenore, this is Pete, Peter Chambers.
Oh, sweetie, I thought you'd plumb forgotten.
Oh, swell chance. It's just that I've been torn between what I want to do and, what I want to do.
You're not quite coherent, are you, Peter?
Later I'll be coherent, honey. Special for you, I'll be coherent when I get back.
But, honey, when will that be?
Soon, honey. Very soon now. You'll wait, won't you?
Well,
Oh, come on now. Please wait.
I will if you say so. But I'm beginning to lose patience. You're so gossamer. One moment you're here, the next moment you're gone.
Oh, I'll be back, baby, and this time I'll stay.
All right, then. We'll wait.
You hang up, you mop your brow, and then Stoney comes tearing along like there's a tailwind behind him. He gets his key in the door, he gets in, and you jump him. Oh, he catches you with a couple of wild ones, and you let fly a few wild ones on him. But then he runs into a real beautiful bouquet of knuckles. Oh. And now Stoney is real Stoney. He's also rigid, stretched out on the floor like a welcome mat. You close the door and you get ready for a search, but no real search is needed. You come up with that brooch faster than a racehorse breaking from the barrier. You just pick it up out of a desk drawer where you dropped it when Parker's cops had come to pick him up. Then there's a rapping on the door.
Detective Lieutenant.
Hi.
It's me. Just dropping in for a social call.
Here's your brooch, Louis.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe it'll clear you, kid. But without a search warrant, this bum will accuse you of planting it here. So will his lawyer.
Well, where would I have gotten it?
From the kid. They'll say the kid slipped it to you, which they'll say is the reason the kid wanted you in the first place.
That's right. That's right. Here, help me up. You had it right, Lieutenant. A plant. It's strictly a plant.
It's not going to work, Stoney.
We'll see about that. I got lawyers.
Lieutenant, that story he gave you about how his print got on that dresser drawer. You got a statement on that?
Oh, yeah. Sworn statement.
Good, because that statement and this brooch here, together, they'll sit him in the hot seat. But good.
I told you about those flowers. I told you how I cleaned up the petals from those gardenias and those orchids. They was all wilted. You saw them yourself. Some of the petals dropped in the drawer. I took them out. That's how the print got on there.
Keep talking, pal. You're killing me. And better, you're killing yourself.
I don't get it, Pete.
You just talk to any florist, Louis, and they'll tell you.
Tell me what?
That there's a certain special feature about orchids and gardenias.
Special feature?
Neither gardenias nor orchids shed their petals regardless of age.
What, Pete?
They wither and they'll wilt. But petals, they just don't shed.
What? You're a liar.
No, I'm not, Stoney. Wait till he gets to your lawyer. He'll convince you that this is one time you talked out of turn.
That's nice work, Petey. And you, let's go. Downtown, for you special, I'll fix up your cell with petunias.
And so, breathless but determined, you're back at the cocktail party. It's begun to thin out, but Lenore is still there.
Ah, the good Mr. Chambers. We were beginning to lose hope.
What's with the we? I thought you said we over the phone, too. What is that, an editorial we? A queenly we?
No, purely a grammatical we.
Huh?
We. Myself and my husband. You see, my husband is an amateur criminologist, and he's somewhere about drinking, of course. And when I tell him about the prize catch I have for him...
Husband?
When I tell him that you're here and a man with your wealth of experience is willing to sit around with him and discuss the various topics...
Just a minute, please.
Yes.
Did you say husband?
Yes, I said husband.
Oh, that's what I thought you said. Oh, that Denise. Oh, my aching
But, honey,
back.
child, my name's Lenore.
Yeah, I know, Lenore.
But I'd have sworn you said Denise.
I know just what I said. Well, I gotta go now. Bye.
Again?
And this time, honey child, I ain't a-coming back. But know how.
And there you've had Crime and Peter Chambers. Dane Clark was starred as Peter Chambers. Crime and Peter Chambers Transcribed was created and written by Henry Kane. Others in the cast were Bill Zuckert, heard as Lieutenant Parker, Ralph Bell as Stoney, Donald Buke as Jack, and Anita Anton as Lenore. It was directed by Fred Way, and this is Fred Collins inviting you to tune in next week, same time, same station, for Dane Clark in Crime and Peter Chambers.
71 years ago, June 15, 1954, Crime and Peter Chambers, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Let's go back for another edition of Calling All Cars, going back 86 years, and the man with the injured knee.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chief hope of our enemies is to divide the United States along racial and religious lines and thereby conquer us. Let's not spread prejudice. A divided America is a weak America. Through our behavior, we encourage the respect of our children and make them better neighbors to all races and religions. Remind them that being good neighbors has helped make our country great and kept her free. Thank you.
Now we go back 86 years, the West Coast program Calling All Cars. This episode from June 15th, 1939 is The Man with the Injured Knee.
Calling All Cars, the copyrighted program created by Rio Grande.
Nogales Police calling all cars, attention all cars, broadcast 290 regarding a murder and robbery. No description of suspects. And that's all. Rosenquist.
Rio Grande has developed and produced a gasoline that meets every emergency encountered in modern motoring. All gasoline qualities are consolidated in this one motor fuel. This new all-purpose Rio Grande crack meets the demands of those who drive the most and know the most about gasoline, the drivers of your police cars and other emergency equipment, to their complete satisfaction. And it is the everlasting, money-saving, motoring joy of thousands of individual drivers. The reason all-purpose Rio Grande crack enables your motor to do more things better is that more things, more ingredients are put into it and blended with such careful precision as to give you maximum performance at minimum cost. Profit by the greater smoothness, power, speed, and economy of the gasoline that embodies twice as many vital elements as are found in ordinary fuel. Begin the habit tomorrow of driving into the red and white Rio Grande station in your neighborhood and asking for a tankful of the new all-purpose Rio Grande crack. First in public service, the most highly recommended gasoline sold in the West. The story we are to hear tonight has been taken in the main from the confidential files of the office of Sheriff J.J. Lowe of Nogales, Arizona. We have therefore asked Sheriff Lowe to open our program.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure for me to be the guest of Calling All Cars and to add my bit to the campaign to make more widespread the doctrine that crime cannot pay. There are various motives for crime, but none of them ever justify the act of committing a crime. No matter what the stakes may be, the game is a losing one from start to finish. Isolated instances there may be which seem to indicate that a criminal has escaped the law, but no matter what appearances are, sooner or later the law is going to catch up with the lawbreaker and prove, as we shall hear in tonight's story, that crime cannot pay. I wish especially to commend Inspector of Detectives J. Soto and District Attorney James Robbins and other members of my force for their splendid work in bringing a speedy solution to this case.
On the night of October 15th, 1938, in the town of Nogales, Arizona, Chief of Police J. Lowe and Deputy Sheriff Rudy Fleischner are attempting to awake one of its citizens.
Here's a cool customer for you. You're telling me. A guy's shot to death in front of her door, and she goes back to bed. No wonder she bothered calling me. Yeah, it is. I'm going to start kicking in a minute.
Who's there?
Well, I'll be. It's the police.
What do you want?
Did you call the police?
Yes, but I want to sleep.
Well, we want to ask you some questions, so open the door.
Oh, just a minute.
There's something funny about this. Yeah. It just isn't human nature for a woman to be that calm. Yeah, and you know, she didn't phone from her apartment. She phoned from the house next door, and so she had to step over the body. Beats me.
Well, what do you want?
We'd like to know what you know about this.
But I told you on the telephone.
Do you realize this man is dead?
Yes. Oh, no.
This man's been shot to death. Look.
Oh.
Now, pull yourself together, Mrs. Poser.
Oh. It can't be. It's not murdered. Oh, no.
Why, we thought you knew. You must have heard the shot.
No. 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 Something woke me, but I don't know what. Then I heard someone running and the door banged. I looked out and I saw this man. I thought he was very drunk, but not dead.
I see. Well, now that you realize the seriousness of the situation, will you please tell us all you can?
But that is all. I didn't see who I heard running away.
Hear any voices?
No, just the running and the door slammed.
You know this man's name?
Oh, surely. It's Tracy Bird. He works as the city clerk of Nogales.
Know anything about his friends or his personal habits?
Seems he's always alone, and he's very quiet.
You know? Now, please try to remember any little thing that might...
Well, today he said he was going to the fireman's ball.
That was tonight. He was probably coming home from there. Well, I guess that'll be all for the present, Mrs. Poser. Thank you, and good night.
Good night.
Find the key to his apartment? Yes. Nothing much else on him. Some loose change, pocket knife. Open the door. You didn't have any wallet or papers? Not a thing. Wallet gone, huh? Yeah. Everything in here is in good enough order. He didn't come in here. He got it before he opened the door. Shall I look through the stuff in here? No, not now. Do it tomorrow. Let's see what we can get in the hall. I don't think it was an ordinary stick-up. No, they probably took his wallet, but it stood behind there and waited for this guy to come home.
But a city clerk wouldn't be carrying around a lot of money.
No. Some other reason.
A woman, huh?
Most likely. Look at the rug. They had a scuffle here.
He wouldn't behave, so they let him have it.
Let's go outside. Give me a flashlight.
Here.
Yeah. Dough and women are about the most frequent two things guys get knocked off for.
This one doesn't look like he'd get it from the woman angle, though.
You can't classify guys that get it from woman trouble.
Hey, what's that beside the walk?
Well, it's a wallet.
Here, look at this. Tracy Bird. There's $8 in it.
Now, what do you suppose this means? Murder a guy, take his wallet, and then throw it away.
Maybe they dropped it.
Oh, no. Hey, look at those bushes. He fell. Looks like he was a pretty big man. Ran off the porch so fast he tripped and fell into these bushes.
Dropped the wallet and didn't bother picking it up.
Why, he must have been an amateur. And plenty scared.
Here, look at that rock.
Now, that's something. Completely dislodged it. And by the size and position of it, I'd say the guy hit his knee on it as he fell.
Right knee.
That's it? Well, we'll just take this rock to the laboratory because we might find some strands of fiber in the rough surface of it. Maybe we can tell what kind of clothes the guy wore.
I'll tell the boys to pick up any guy with a bad knee.
Yeah, and cover all saloons and night spots. I have an idea he'll want to be seen someplace. Amateurs will stick their heads in a noose to get an alibi.
After warning all officers on duty in Nogales, Deputy Sheriff Fleischner joined Chief Lowe at the Nogales morgue to learn the results of an autopsy. Meanwhile, directly across the street from the police station, Sergeant David Karam was looking over the patrons of Eddie's place. As he was about to leave, he was approached by a man.
Excuse me, officer.
Yeah?
You seen Dr. Noon here about?
No, I haven't. What'd you want him for?
Oh, nothing much. I just say over police station and maybe I'll find him here, that's all.
How long ago were you at the station?
Oh, just a little while ago. I'll come over here and then I'll look at some of the other places. I just want first aid, that's all.
Well, I'll tell you, soldier, Dr. Noon won't be able to give any first aid tonight. He's busy.
Oh, that's all right. Don't mouth much nohow. Yeah, I reckon I'll get back to post then. Thank you, sir.
Okay, soldier. Say, just a minute there.
Yes, sir?
That's a pretty bad limp you've got.
Oh, it ain't so bad. Jumped off the running board of a car, missed the curb. Kind of banged up my knee some, that's all.
Your knee, huh? I didn't know it was that serious. Come on.
Yes, sir. Where we going?
We're going to see Dr. Noon. Here, get in the car. It's not far.
Thank you, sir.
You stationed at Fort Huachuca?
Yes, sir. A lot of the colored troops stationed there.
You say you fell off a car and hurt your knee.
Yes, sir, that's right. Happened over on the Mexican side. With a couple of friends. Fooling around. You know how it is when the boy gets loose.
Yeah. Well, the doc's busy, but I'm sure he'll be willing to stop long enough to look at your knee.
Yeah, that's mighty kind. Where's he at?
He's at the morgue.
Uh-huh. You say the what?
The morgue. We're almost there now.
You better let me get back to the phone. I'll get my knee fixed there.
Matter, soldier? You aren't afraid to go to the morgue?
Oh, no, sir, but I just don't like that place.
Well, don't worry. You won't have to look at any of the steps.
Stiff? Please, if you don't mind, I'll get out right here.
That's all right, because here we are. Come on.
Lord, don't take me in that place.
Well, I'm surprised at you, a soldier, being afraid of a few dead people.
Well, I was a powerful good soldier, but I don't like messing around with people after they're dead.
Well, don't worry. Now, you go right in that room, and I'll get the doctor. You can be out of here in 5 minutes.
Yes, sir. This your place sure gives me the creeps. I don't mean maybe. Hello, Dave. What brings you here?
I picked up a colored soldier with a bad knee.
Soldier?
Yeah. I don't think there's anything to it, but I figured you'd want to talk to him.
Sure. What's his story?
Oh, with friends all evening. He fell off a car and hurt his knee.
Yeah? Well, let's go talk to him.
He was scared to death in the morgue. Seems like a harmless type. He went to the station to get first aid.
Station?
Oh, He's in here. Shall I stay? Sure, come on in. Doctor will be with you in a minute, soldier. This is Chief Lowell. Wants to talk to you.
Yes, sir. What's your name, buddy? Frank Corner. Let's take a look at that knee. I don't want to cause a lot of trouble. It ain't much. Uh-huh. Where'd you get those mesquite stickers in your hair, Frank? What? Oh, them. I got them when I falls. I do some rolling, and I roll smack dab in the bushes. All right, Frank. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. You tell us where you fell. Then we'll go see if there's mesquite bushes there, or if you're just beating around the bush.
Unable to find any mesquite bushes in the vicinity where Frank Connor told them he fell, the officers placed him in custody under suspicion of murder. The next day, however, reports from the laboratory led them to believe they had misjudged an innocent man.
Sit down, Mr. Robbins. Thanks. I don't mind telling you I'm stumped.
What's up, Chief?
Well, I got the results of the laboratory test on that rock we found.
Yeah?
There were threads of cloth in the stone, all right, but they were cotton.
And an army uniform is made of wool.
That's right. So that leaves us pretty much out in the cold.
I thought that guy fell into our laps too easy.
Yeah, I know, but still we had to follow it up.
Yeah?
And his story about the way he fell still has me puzzled.
Oh, he and his friends were probably drinking, and he can't remember where he fell. There's mesquite bushes all over this part of the country.
Well, he isn't any too bright at that.
And then there isn't a sign of a motive. If it had been a regular stick-up on the street, it might have been different.
Sure, I know. The guy that killed Tracy Burt knew all about him.
Where he lived and where he'd been that night.
And they knew what time he'd be coming home because they waited behind the curtain for him.
So that lets our colored soldier out.
Yeah, but what else have we got?
Not a thing until we check up on this Tracy. Who his friends were and everything about him.
Yeah, and that'll take weeks.
Well, it's just one of those cases that don't make sense.
In the meantime, I'm not going to twiddle my thumbs. Send Frank Connor in here.
You gonna turn him loose?
I am not. I'm going to check up on those two friends he said was with him.
Suppose we might as well. But if we can pin anything on him, it's the screwiest case I was ever mixed up in.
Well, in this business, you never can figure out anything for certain.
I know that, but wouldn't it be more sensible to work on somebody that had a reason to knock off Tracy Bird?
Come in, sit down, Frank.
Yes, sir.
Now, Frank, I know we've imposed on you, but you do realize, don't you, that murder's a serious business?
Yes, sir, and I don't want no part of it.
Well, through what may be a coincidence, you've become involved, so you can't blame us for asking you to help us.
Oh, do what I can.
Now, who your friends were that you said were...
Well, there's Bud Sewell and Jason Jones. They's in my car.
Just as soon as they corroborate your story?
As soon as they're weak. We let you go, Frank, just as... Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Troopers Sewell and Jones were brought to headquarters for questioning. Their answers to the officers' questions added another baffling note to the already complex case.
And I'm telling you once and for all, I'm going to get some definite answers out of you or else.
You told them that before and didn't do any good.
Oh, look, boys, I'll be calm. I'll sit down. Now, I've got just as much time as you have, even more.
We ain't got much time.
No, sir. We ain't hardly got no time at all.
That's fine. Then you'll be on your way just as soon as you give me some definite answers.
Yes.
Now, did you or did you not see Frank Connor last night?
Yes, sir, I've seen him.
Well, how long did you see him? How much time did you spend with him?
I can't tell that.
No, sir, can't remember that.
We're off again. Take it easy. Were you with Connor 5 minutes, an hour, or all evening?
Well, sir, it's this here way. We was around with him, but we wasn't what you'd call with him.
Well, that's something, but I don't know what.
No, sir, nothing like that.
Let me put it this way. Did you see him for any length of time? Did you talk to him?
Yes, sir, but we didn't have no part of him.
No, sir, Captain. We ain't fixing to desert no harm.
Desert? Wait a minute. Did you boys think we had Frank in here on a desertion charge?
Something like that.
He talked that way sometime when he drinks.
Yeah, don't mean nothing by it, no how.
Well, I'll be darned. Listen, boys, it's got nothing to do with desertion. I give you my word.
All we want to do is find out how you spent the evening so we can turn you all loose.
If you're all telling the truth. Now, let's have it.
Yes, sir. It's this way. Bud and me is sitting in everybody's place long about 9 o'clock having a...
Well, it ain't much crowd here for Saturday night, is it?
Oh, well, to shuck my boots, look who's coming.
Yeah, well, howdy, boy. Come on in and sit down, Frank.
Howdy, boys. How's everything?
Oh, have a drink and it'll be better.
Yeah.
Drink won't make it no better. Say, when you guys gonna go out this dump with me?
You all had a drink,
Yes,
huh?
Frank. When you started talking that way, you had plenty to drink.
Oh, don't need no drink to think that away. I was getting out of Army life and let 'em try and stop me.
Big talk. How you gonna do it?
Oh, I got a way all figured out. See that fella behind the bar?
Yeah.
You mean that fella that runs this here place?
That's him. Standing there big as life.
Well, now, what's the manager of this place got to do with y'all getting out of the Army?
Plenty. That fella's gonna help me.
You're talking crazy, boy.
That's what you think. Well, you boys gonna go with me?
Yeah, sure. We go with you, all right.
Yeah, we goes with you, all right. Right back to the folk.
I ain't kidding.
Y'all talk this way every time you get a drink thrown down your throat.
Come on, have another drink, Frank. Maybe get you smack dab in the heart.
Maybe you fellas laughed the other side your face.
7 o'clock, Frank drives over on the Mexican side, and that's the last we see him.
About 11 o'clock, huh?
Yes.
Now, about his falling from the car. Did you see him fall?
Yeah, I can't say that we didn't. I can't say that we didn't, Captain.
What do you mean?
Well, we all feel mighty good, you see, and everybody's taking turns driving the car and yelling at the gal.
Maybe he fall off and don't say nothing.
And maybe he does say something. But honest, Captain, we just can't remember.
Well, that's that. Now, just one more thing. Did Frank have a revolver with him?
No, sir. Against regulations.
Well, it's against regulations to desert. Did you see a gun on him?
No, sir.
No, sir, no, sir.
All right, boys. That'll be all for the present. But we may want you again, so don't you think of deserting.
No, sir. All right, sir.
Well, if this thing gets any more mixed up, we'll have to call out the Marines.
He might have figured on sticking up the manager and taking down the lamb and the day's receipts.
And then changes his mind and waits in the hall for a city clerk coming home from a fireman's ball?
Sure don't make sense.
I think I'll turn him loose and put a tail on him. Then we can start working on some of the other angles. Come in.
Excuse me, Captain.
Well?
Bud and me, we don't want to get mixed up in those voting stuff.
No. Forget about that.
Bud and me gets to thinking maybe Frank was going to desert.
Okay, tell your company commander.
But, Captain, Frank got some old clothes with him. Overalls and stuff. We asked him last night what they're for, but he ain't seen.
All right, Jones. That'll be all.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Fine thing. We're looking for a murderer, and they're shoving a deserter down our throats.
Yeah, besides, even if he did stick somebody up, the guy that fell in those bushes didn't have an Army uniform on. That rock had cotton stuck in it. Hey, wait a minute.
That's it. The overalls.
He changed into them and then back to his uniform when he came looking for the doctor.
But walking into headquarters with that knee.
Oh, he's too dumb to figure we knew he fell. He stuck his head into a noose for an alibi.
Officers began a search for the clothing and gun they believed had been hidden by Frank Connor. Then, after many hours of searching, an old shirt and a pair of overalls were found in a garbage can near the scene of the murder. The overalls were stained with blood at the right knee. Then, in the office of Chief Lowe...
And we've asked you to come down here to help us with some laundry mark identification, Mr. Atwood.
I've seen a good many in my 10 years of laundry work, gentlemen. I'll do what I can.
Fine. Now, what would you say about the marks on this shirt?
Long, square. They're quite odd. Yes? I would say, gentlemen, that these marks are either of some private firm or the Army.
That's all we wanted to know, Mr. Atwood. Thank you.
Glad to have been able to help. Good day.
Bye.
And all we'll have to do is shirt you're wearing, Frank.
Yes, sir.
Same mark. You still insist you never saw this shirt before?
Yes, sir.
And I suppose you'll say the same thing about the overalls.
Never seen them before.
And this hat band we found in the pocket of the overalls, it fits your hat.
You're lying, Connor.
Come clean, Frank. The blood on these overalls corresponds with the blood found on your uniform.
That don't mean nothing.
Well, get this, smart guy. We know you hit your knee on a rock outside of Tracy Bird's apartment because it left some fibers from these overalls on that rock. And the laboratory test proves it's the same material.
That stuff don't scare me none.
You were scared when you ran out of that apartment. Why did you shoot him?
Maybe you all can tell me what I shot him with.
Oh, a guardhouse lawyer, huh? I thought he'd been giving us an act. All right, Frank. You tell us. We'll find the gun sooner or later.
Reckon I'll wait.
You admit you had a gun?
Don't admit nothing.
Yes, I think you will. We've got enough to convict you right now, but I don't want to take any chances, so you're going to confess.
You ain't got nothing on me.
How about your friends admitting you were going to desert?
That's just talk. They're drunk.
There's just one angle I don't understand. Why you picked a poor city clerk to murder. When you could have gotten the owner of the saloon. You had him cased. So I'll tell you what we're going to do, Frank. We'll take you down to the morgue.
Huh?
That's right. We'll let you get a good look at the man you murdered. Maybe you'll remember why you did it.
No. Don't take me down there.
Why not?
Well, I didn't put nobody in no morgue, and I don't like that place nohow.
Come on. I don't think Tracy Bird likes it either.
As the officers neared the morgue, Frank Connor's morale was shattered, and there was a whimpering prisoner that was ushered into the house of death.
Please, sir, don't take me in that room.
There's just one where you can keep out. Tell us where you hid the gun that put that corpse in there.
Didn't have no gun. Honest, I didn't.
You better start telling the truth quick.
That's the truth. I wouldn't lie at a time like this.
All right, come on in.
No, I can't do it. No.
We'll see how brave you are without a gun. You can walk around among those bodies and try to guess which one you put there.
I didn't put any of them no place.
When you decide to tell us how you did it, we'll let you out.
No.
Get in there.
Oh, Lord, please don't. Please don't put me in here.
How did you do it, Frank? Why did you kill him, Frank?
Frank didn't kill nobody. Frank couldn't do nothing like that. Frank wouldn't hurt nobody for nothing. How'd I ever get in this mess?
Confess, Frank. You'll feel better.
I can't look at them things. I'll go crazy. No. Got to something else.
Keep walking, Frank. Keep looking at them, Frank. They're looking at you.
No. I can't do that. Got to walk. Got to do something.
Confess.
Got to walk. Confess.
That's right.
Confess. Yeah, that's it. The Lord showed me the way. Yeah, I confess. I confess. I tell the truth. Let me out of here. Let me out.
All right, Frank. Let's have it.
This is how it happened. I was on duty at the photo. I see fellas snooping around the boat with the camera. I know that ain't right, so I got to get a look at him and watch him when he gets to town. I sees him and follows him home because I could go get that camera. But I don't know where he hides it.
Go on.
Well, I'll wait for him to come home. I tell him he can't take pictures of the boat, and I want the camera. He pulls out a gun, and we have a fight, and the gun goes off, and runs away.
With his wallet.
And no, sir, don't know nothing about no wallet. That's the truth. You all gotta believe me. You just gotta.
Hold out your hand, Frank.
Yes, sir. Shaking something. Ain't it?
It's going to shake more. Get his other hand, Rudy.
Got it. What you all gonna do?
We're just handcuffing you to this table. There. Now we're really going to make you do some thinking.
I told you the truth.
Frank, I tried to be easy with you. Now you're going to get it.
You know what's under the sheet of the table you're cut to?
No. You all can't do this to me.
This is your last chance to tell the truth.
I told you.
You're going to change your mind once and for all.
If you've got any mind left to change.
You're going to stand here and look at the corpse of the man you killed.
No. Let me go.
Take a look, Frank.
No, please, no.
We'll be waiting, Frank.
Let me go. I never seen him before. He was dark in that hole. I don't look at it now. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't
place and go home Saturday night with a lot of money. Maybe $500-600.
He was the one you said was going to help.
Yes, sir. I mean, he's going to help me get away from the army if I can get that money.
Well, what's his connection with the man you killed?
Well, I'll make an awful mistake on that. This here manager fellow's name is R.T. Bud.
Go on.
And so I figured if he takes the money home with him, it's best to get him there. After I leave the boys on the Mexican side, I'll come over here because I know he gets home about 12 o'clock.
Did you know where he lived?
No, sir. I looked up his phone book, and I find Tracy Bird on 207 West Street.
So you thought Tracy Bird was R.T. Bird?
Yes, sir. There wasn't none other in the book.
So you took a chance and stuck him up?
Yes, sir. The gun go off when we get to fighting.
And I don't suppose you feel you're entirely to blame.
I did make a mistake.
I suppose you think we've persecuted you.
I didn't mean
persecuted you.
I didn't mean shoot nobody.
Of course, Frank.
Shoot nobody.
Of course, Frank.
Shoot nobody.
Of course, Frank. Just bad luck.
A little rough edition of the program. Some little problems there, but I hope you enjoyed it. 86 years ago, June 15, 1939, Calling All Cars, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. When you're going back 86 years, sometimes the transcriptions don't hold up well. Let's see, what else do we have coming up? For Monday, we're going to get into more drama, and that will be episodes of an episode of Death Valley Days from 1939, Shoe Fly, Crime Classics from 1954, The Death of a Baltimore Birdie, and Friend. Also did Justice Triumph from 1947, The Man Who Died Twice, episode of Romance from 1952, Murder Island. On Tuesday, we'll go out west for episodes of Gunsmoke in Fort Laramie from 1956, Jimmy Stewart is a six-shooter from 1954, and Death Valley Days from 1938. On Wednesday, Crime, Dick Calmer from 1946 as Boston Blackie. We'll also have Inner Sanctum Mysteries from 1946, I Want to Report a Murder. Calling All Cars from 1935, and Dana Andrews from 1952 as I Was a Communist for the FBI. Thursday, an episode of Johnny Madero, Pier 23 from 1947, starring a fellow you might have heard of. Last name Webb, first name Jack. Yep. The 1947 Challenge of the Yukon, that'll be coming up. By request, y'all have requested some of that, so I'm finding you some. Assignment Japan, an episode of Dangerous Assignment from 1951, and Nick Carter, Master Detective. That's on Thursday. Friday, we'll have Variety, the Chase and Sanborn Hour from 1937, the 1945 Walgreens 44th birthday party with an all-star cast, including Rochester, Don Wilson, Bing Crosby, and Fibber McGee and Molly from 1939, as Fibber has a toothache. Wait till you find out who the doctor is. And on Saturday, we'll have an episode of Screen Directors Playhouse from 1951, DOA. The Adventures of Philip Marlowe, starring Gerald Moore from 1950, and Richard Diamond, Private Detective from 1953. That's all coming up the week ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Up next, Lights Out. Everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, make tomorrow your D-Day. Get an extra bond for defense. Step into any bank or post office and buy yourself a profitable share in America's future. As an investment, bonds are better than ever. They can help you save safely, conveniently, and profitably. So whether you already buy on the payroll savings plan where you work or the bond-a-month plan where you bank, get an extra bond for defense tomorrow.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, we go back 82 years, June 15th, 1943, Arch Obler's Lights Out, and the Prelude to Murder.
Ionized Yeast presents Lights Out. Everybody. It stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the mysteries of the unknown. We tell you this frankly, so if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now.
This is Arch Obler. Due to circumstances beyond my control, we're unable to bring you the play Alter Ego as planned. I hope we'll be able to present it soon. You know, someone once said that one disease of mankind would never be visible under a microscope, no matter how powerful. The disease, jealousy. And that's our story for tonight. Prelude to Murder. But first, Frank Martin.
What would you give to be able to breeze through your work and really enjoy your fun? Well, if you're short on vitamin B1 and iron, if that's why you're underweight, often feeling jittery and tired out, get ironized yeast tablets. They supply both vitamin B1 and iron. Their famous two-way help has benefited numbers of people who were short on these substances. So if you need more vitamin B1 and iron, don't wait. Get the one and only ironized yeast tablets right away. Start taking them tonight. And now, lights out. Everybody.
It is said that for every word a man speaks, he speaks another word within his mind that only he himself can hear.
Yes, what is it? Oh, it is you. What do you want? No, I have not changed my mind. I said I am not interested. I tell you, I do not care if they offer me $1 million. My orchestra will not play for those stupid pigs. Goodbye.
Fools. Money. They think that is all. My Catherine. I wonder if she...
Andrews, come here.
I beg your pardon, sir?
Come here.
I didn't hear you, sir. You called?
Certainly I called. My wife, has she returned yet?
Sweet Catherine.
No, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Madam has not yet returned.
Where can she be? The streets, wet, slippery.
Didn't she say when she would be back? Well, speak up.
No, sir. She apparently didn't expect you home so early. If I might say so, sir, I heard her mention something about meeting Mr. Smith at the art gallery.
Smith, who's he?
Smith? What Smith do you mean, Andrews?
That young man, sir. That young artist.
Young artist. I am old.
Oh. That will be all.
Very good, sir.
Young artist. Catherine is young.
Alex, dear, are you home?
She's here in a moment.
Catherine, I'm here in the library.
Oh, Alex, I'm so sorry I was late, but I had no idea you were coming home early.
No idea I was coming home early.
I hope I haven't kept you waiting long, dearest.
No, I have just returned. You had a good time?
Oh, yes, but I'm tired. This chair feels good.
Her arms outstretched. A young girl. Too young.
And can I use some dinner?
Oh, dinner can wait. You were alone all day?
No. My poor feet. That idiot David.
David. She calls him David.
Who is David, Catherine?
What did you say, dear?
David. Who is David?
Oh, well, that's Smith, you know, the young artist we met at the Johnsons a few weeks ago.
Young.
Oh, you have made friends with him?
Yes, he was here for tea last week, didn't I tell you?
Oh, perhaps you did. I don't remember now.
He's such a silly young man.
Her face, how it is glowing. Her eyes.
Alex, why are you staring at me like that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of tomorrow's concert.
Come, dear. Sit by me.
Yes, tomorrow's concert.
Oh, Alex, you're all tied up in emotional knots.
Uh-huh.
But you are, dear. What you need is a vacation. Away from box office and orchestra and public. Perhaps even away from me.
From you? No.
You mean you want to be away from me?
Well, of course I don't. I want to be with you, to take care of you and watch over you.
Her hand on my face. Daughter's hand, not the wife's.
Poor, tired Alex.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, yes, Andrews, what is it?
Something for you, madam.
For me?
The young man left it, the Mr. Smith.
Smith, what does he want? What does he...
Don't stand there, you fool. Give it here.
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, it's my powder compact. How in the world did I ever forget that?
She was at his rooms and she left it there. No, it can't be.
must not think.
Is Mr. Smith waiting, Andrews?
Oh, no, madam. He simply left it with his compliments.
His compliments.
All right, Andrews, go.
Can you imagine that, dear, leaving my compact? I gave it to him to hold for me, and then I forgot about it completely.
Why is he explaining? Why is he...
Oh, yes, certainly. Those things happen.
I really had a good time. It was such fun.
Fun. They're young together.
Well, I'm pleased to hear it, my dear.
He's a very clever boy, Alex. He tells me he intends to make me like modern art, even if he has to take me to every art gallery in creation.
They're going out together again. No.
Oh, Catherine, my dear, what you said before, I am very tired.
I know it. 3 seasons without a bit of rest, and now all that trouble with your concertmaster.
I was thinking, perhaps you are right, a little vacation in the South.
Oh, Alex, a vacation? I dreamed of that for a long time.
Her face
A
glowing.
vacation?
I can make it glow, too. We will be far away from Smith.
No, David. David, please stop. Now, I can't laugh anymore.
You must hear the end of it. So Little Red Riding Hood said, "What long ears you have, Grandmama." And the wolf said...
Oh, the wolf said.
The wolf said...
There you are, you two. Oh. Now, is that nice, David Smith, taking Mrs. Nadova off to the darkest corner of my conservatory? Why, I can't imagine what you two have been doing here. Oh, but it is romantic.
I've just been telling Mrs. Nadova about Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, why, you naughty boy. Huh? Oh, but it's perfectly all right with me. It is romantic here. But don't let the maestro catch you. Please, don't say such things, Mrs. Crackle. Oh, why, now, you mustn't get angry with little me. Why, I'm sure I don't blame you. David's just the handsomest thing.
You'll pardon us, Mrs. Crackle. Shall we go, Catherine?
Yes, please. Oh, you're not leaving. I'm sorry, Mrs. Crackle, but I'm very tired. Oh, but the maestro, why... Well, he told me he was calling for you. Yes, I know. Will you be so kind as to tell my husband I'll meet him at home? Why, I can't imagine what you two are so angry about. Oh, there's Henry signaling to me. That man is simply lost without me when it comes to making a party a success. Well, I'll be back in a moment.
I'm sorry, Catherine.
Oh, it's all right, David. Mrs. Crackle's just a very silly woman with a very silly little mind.
I'll go get your things.
No, wait, David. I'll go with you. I should never have come to this party of Mrs. Crackle's in the first place.
That's Mrs. Crackle. It should have been Cackle.
Oh, David. Well, that reminds me. You never did finish your story. Whatever did happen to your modernistic Red Riding Hood?
Well, if the truth must be told, she took one more look at the wolf, and she said...
Oh, there you are, you two. Dear. I was afraid you'd already gone. I've a surprise for you. Here she is, Maestro. Alex. Oh, how nice you've come for me.
I got away from the rehearsal early.
Alex, you've met David Smith, haven't you?
Smith, what is he?
Oh, yes, I believe I have.
Glad to meet you again, sir.
Sir, he wants me to look old in her eyes.
Catherine, I hope I'm not disturbing your plans by this early arrival.
Why, of course not, Alex. Your wife, she's very angry with me, Maestro.
Angry?
Yes, I've got a very dark conservatory, and I do manage to blunder in there at the most inopportune time.
Mrs. Crackle.
No, she cannot mean...
I do not understand you, Mrs. Crackle.
Oh, I don't mean anything. I just meant... Please, Mrs. Crackle. Well, You see, Alex, Mrs. Crackle's imagination is exceeded only by her good taste. I'm sure you understand what I mean. Good day, Mrs. Crackle. Thank you for the very interesting afternoon. Shall we go, Alex? Come, David.
But Mrs. Crackle, what did she see? What did she see?
That will be all, Marie. Good night. Oh. Alex? Alex, are you asleep yet?
You called me, Catherine?
Yes, I was wondering whether you were in bed yet.
No, I am not very sleepy tonight.
Oh, don't stand there in the doorway, dear. Come on in. You know, I haven't seen much of you in these last few days.
Catherine, so lovely, so young. No, it cannot be.
Come, Alex.
Thank you, my dear.
Now, you sit yourself right down here and tell me all that's happened today. Did you hear from Brudnoff? Are you going to do his concerto next week? Alex, you look so distinguished in that dressing gown. You really ought to wear it when you conduct a concert. Wouldn't that be a great sensation for the papers? The great Nadova conducts symphony in dressing gown with purple dragons on the back.
Why is she babbling so? What is she hiding?
Oh, you look very happy tonight, Catherine. What did you do this morning?
Oh, the usual things. Shopping. And then, as you know, I went to that silly Mrs. Crackle's for cocktails this afternoon.
Silly Mrs. Crackle. She's trying to discredit.
Why do you call Mrs. Crackle silly? You never have before.
I never had occasion to. But she really has more money and less brains than anyone we know. I've always enjoyed her silly prattle until today, but somehow I wasn't quite in the mood for her this afternoon.
Mrs. Crackle said, I have a very dark conservatory. I do manage to blunder in there at the wrong times.
Well, Alex, have you nothing to say?
Speaking of Mrs. Crackle, I always thought you liked the woman.
Oh, I do like her, but after the foolish thing she said...
Thing?
Yes, David Smith and I were telling funny stories to each other in the conservatory. And the woman came along and she... Oh, well, it isn't important.
It is important.
Alex, you're hurting me.
Catherine. Oh, Catherine, if I should ever lose you... Now remember, Joseph, everything must be in order by Saturday. Our plane leaves at midnight. You understand? Midnight.
Yes, Maestro.
The luggage, all is in order?
Oh, yes, Maestro. Oh, by the way, Maestro, I wired Washington this morning.
Oh, so? Did you cable Schumann?
Yes, Maestro. I said you would be pleased to accept his invitation to conduct the Philharmonic and that you expected to be in Buenos Aires not later than the 1st of September.
Excellent, Joseph, excellent. This is a little surprise for my wife. She does not know where to stop off in Argentina. So, surprises are good for wives, eh, Joseph?
But not for husbands.
Why did he say that?
What do you mean, Joseph?
No, I simply was making a joke, Maestro.
The man is hiding something from me. Smith, my wife.
I do not like poor jokes, Joseph.
I'm very sorry, Maestro.
Why is the fool sorry? What is he thinking? What does he know?
Is there anything else, Maestro?
No, nothing at all. Joseph.
Yes, Maestro?
Why did you say... Did you mean... Oh, never mind, my car.
Yeah, your chauffeur is waiting outside, I think, Maestro.
Almost made a fool of myself, even if Joseph did know.
All right, I go.
In a few days, thousands of miles between her and that Smith.
Good evening, Alex.
Catherine, you.
Come on, Alex. Don't look so shocked. After all, I'm only a wife calling for her husband.
She called for me. She does care.
But Catherine, I did not expect you to call for me.
Well, the unexpected is always interesting, isn't it? Well, home we go, Alex.
My suspicions. How foolish they have been.
Well, Alex, aren't you going to say something?
Oh, I am so happy to see you. I do not know what to say. Here I did not expect to see you until I reach home, and then to find you waiting for me. Oh, my little Catherine. Next week it will be like a second honeymoon. The two of us on the plane, the quiet days.
Alex, that's why I wanted to see you. Have you the tickets yet?
No, there was some little trouble about the reservations. Joseph will have them Saturday. Why do you ask?
Alex, do you mind very much if we don't go for another month?
Not go.
I want to stay in town for at least another 30 days.
She wants to stay at Smith. That's Smith.
I'm sure it won't be too difficult to change the arrangements. You see, Alex, I completely forgot about the orphanage, and I simply must be here for the charity drive. They're depending on me. You do understand, don't you?
Orphanage, Smith.
Alex, didn't you hear me?
Oh, yes, of course. I understand. We will make other arrangements.
Oh, you are good to me.
Good to you. I'm a good fool.
Why don't you say something, Alex? Are you very disappointed?
No, it is not important. We will go later. Catherine, I, too, have something I want to tell you.
Well, this is a day of surprises.
Surprise. Joseph said the husband, too, can be surprised.
Well, I'm waiting. What is it, dear?
I am buying you a little present.
Alex.
There. I made her forget him already.
Drive to Tiffany's, my dear.
Tiffany? Alex Nadova, what are you up to?
Only yesterday I saw the most beautiful turquoise I have ever seen. It had the bright blueness of your eyes. Catherine and I want you to have it.
Oh, Alex.
We will have it fitted into a ring, and you will wear it upon your finger, and perhaps when you look at it once in a while, you will think of me, your Alex.
My dearest Alex.
There, I made her happy. Oh, my Catherine, I'm an old man. There will never be another like you, and I must not lose you to anyone. No, I must not lose you.
Ladies and gentlemen, suppose we take a brief intermission before we continue with the second half of our Lights Out story. The story of a man consumed with an overpowering jealousy. Let's leave this tale of the mysterious workings of the human mind for just a moment to visit a perfectly normal American family. A husband is returning home from a day at business, and he says,
Mildred, is supper ready? I'm as hungry as a bear.
Everything's ready, honey. My, it's wonderful to have you with an appetite and full of pep again.
You know, I must have needed more vitamin B1 and iron, like you said. Since I've been taking ironized yeast tablets, I'm starting to feel like a new man.
Yes, friends, lots of people who, simply because they were deficient in vitamin B1 and iron, were weak and jittery, underweight, and felt all in. Today, thank ironized yeast for helping them gain glorious strength and energy and needed pounds. You see, when you don't get enough vitamin B1 from your food, you may lose your appetite, not eat all you need to keep your normal weight and strength. And when you don't get enough iron from your food, you may be weak and pale, feel only half alive. Pleasant little ironized yeast tablets give you more vitamin B1 plus more iron. So, if you are short on these substances, go to your druggist this very night and say,
A bottle of ironized yeast tablets, please.
And now back to our Lights Out story of Prelude to Murder.
I tell you, I cannot stand him any longer. Woof, 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 all the time. He is not a man, he's a bear.
My dear Glickstein, you must be patient with the maestro. You know he's not himself these days.
Am I to blame if one day he goes on a vacation, then the next day he does not go on a vacation? I tell you, I am an artist, not a blacksmith. Did you hear him before?
Well,
Glickstein, he barks. You are not a violinist, you are a fiddler. A fiddler, me, Maximilian Glickstein, who for 5 years was under the great Toscanini himself. I tell you, Joseph...
Here he comes.
Oh, yeah. Please, Joseph, don't tell him I was complaining. Please.
No, of course not. Good evening, maestro.
Good evening, maestro. We thought you had left already.
Heads together. What for that?
No, gentlemen. No, I'm still here. Go right ahead, Glickstein.
Ahead?
Yes. Why stop at the very interesting conversation I saw you having with Joseph?
I wasn't talking. I mean, nothing important.
He's frightened. What was he whispering? Catherine Smith?
Speak up, Glickstein. Why are you so nervous? What were you saying?
Maestro was nothing at all. He was simply inquiring into the state of health of your wife.
Yeah, your wife. I heard she was not feeling well. I was asking Joseph how she felt.
It was of Catherine. They are lying. There's something about her I do not...
Yes, Maestro, that is what it was. Madame Medova.
Oh, your sudden solicitude into the state of health of my wife touches me deeply, gentlemen.
Good night, Maestro. Good night, sir.
Good night, Maestro.
They begin to whisper about me behind my back. Everybody whispering. Catherine and that Smith.
Operator, why do you not give me my number? I do not care if you are ringing it. Someone must be... Oh, hello. Hello, Ambrose? Why in the name of the devil don't you answer the telephone? I have been ringing for an hour. Let me talk to my wife. She what? Well, where did she go? You must know. Now tell me, where did she go? Well, what do I pay you for? Where did she go?
Good evening, sir.
Mrs. Medova, she's in?
Oh, yes, sir, in the library, sir. Your head, sir?
She's home. Where has she been all day? Where has that Smith been all day? At the desk, writing letters. She's not heard me. What is she writing? If I could only see.
Oh, Alex.
Her hand covers the paper.
I frightened you, my dear?
No, of course not. Why should I be frightened? I was a little startled, that's all.
She is frightened. That letter under her hand, if I could...
Well, writing letters, I see.
Yes, it's just some silly correspondence.
No. Do not get up. Finish your letter.
Oh, no. It's all done. Well, how did the rehearsal go?
The letter who?
Answer me, Alex. How was the rehearsal?
Rehearsal? Oh, as usual. Your letter. I will send Andrews out to mail it.
Oh, no, Alex. It isn't that important. Well, I'll go out and tell Cook to have dinner early today. I've got a little surprise for you. Something you'll like.
Good.
The letter, she took it with her, maybe on the desk. Maybe she left. No, there is nothing. The blotter, there is something on it. A word. I will hold it to the mirror. The word, it is David. David Smith. The letter is to Smith. Smith. In a moment I will see him. I will plead with him. He is young. He can have so many others.
Yes? What? Why, Mr. Nadovo.
Young.
I am sorry to disturb you.
Disturb me? Not at all. This is a pleasant surprise. Won't you come in, sir? Now, let me have your hat and coat.
Keep your hands off me.
No, I'm only going to stay a few moments.
Oh, just as you say, sir. Won't you step into my studio? You'll have to pardon the looks of the place, but you can't expect much better from a man who lives alone.
Alone? My wife.
Oh, there we are. You know, sir, this is the first time I've ever been alone with you. Of course, I see Mrs. Nadovo.
You see my wife quite often, I understand.
Yes. I don't know why she wastes her time with me, but I guess I amuse her.
He laughs at me.
How about a drink?
I must be sure. The desk there, letters.
I said, how about a drink, sir?
Yes, that would be fine.
Great. Have a chair. I'll be back in a moment.
The desk. One letter, and I would know. What is this? A ring. The turquoise ring I gave her. She gave it to him. Oh, God, I've lost her. No, I cannot lose her.
Patience, sir. I'll be right out.
I must go. Get a revolver. Then I must kill.
Oh, Maestro. What are you doing back here at this hour?
Joseph, you have a revolver?
Why,
You showed it to me once. Remember that Luger, your army revolver?
Oh, yes, Maestro.
Get it for me. Get it for me, I say.
But Maestro,
A dog. I have to shoot a dog.
I didn't know you had a dog, Maestro.
My wife, she has a dog.
I understand. And it is sick, huh? Is it a young dog, Maestro?
A young dog.
Why, Mr. Nadovo, where did you go? I came back with the drinks and... Mr. Nadovo, is something wrong?
A revolver in my pocket.
I said, is there something wrong, Mr. Nadovo?
What can be wrong?
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, sir. Well, when I came out there before and found you gone, I couldn't imagine what had happened. I never saw a better disappearing act in my life.
Soon he will stop laughing.
Do you mind telling me what happened?
I was called away.
Well, you're not going to disappear again without a drink, are you, sir?
This time I'm not leaving so quickly. We will finish our business.
Business? That word sounds foreboding.
Why do I stand here talking to him, the gun in my pocket?
I'll take your coat if you don't mind. This time I'll hide it so you won't get away so easily.
He is young. Many women would love him. You should have left her to me.
What'll it be, sir?
The bullet between your eyes.
Did you say something? I didn't quite hear you.
Drink with him? Why not? It will be his last.
Whiskey and soda.
Oh, fine. Yeah, here you are, sir. It's not very good whiskey, but it's all I can afford right now. Next time you call on me, I expect to do better.
The ring in the drawer. You expect to do better.
Aren't you going to drink it, sir?
Drink? Yes. Yes, I shall drink.
To death.
And I'll drink with you a toast to your beautiful wife. Your glass.
I'll kill him now.
Mr. Nadovo, what's wrong? Your face is...
Open the door. Let her in.
Her?
You fool, don't stand there. Let her in.
Well, sure.
Well, David Smith, how long do I have to stand here ringing your doorbell?
Catherine, I have a little surprise for you.
Alex, well, what in the world are you doing here?
Her lover. She will see him die.
Alex, you're looking so strangely, darling. Don't you feel well?
I think you ought to sit down, Mr. Nadovo.
Well, Alex, what's wrong? Here, sit down. Alex, you're not well. Why didn't you come straight home?
Her hands on me, lying hands.
Water, David. Get some water.
Yes.
Alex, what is it? Shall I call a doctor? What's wrong?
When he comes back with the water, standing over
Oh,
me.
Alex, say something.
What does it say?
David, hurry up with that water.
I'll be there in a second.
In a second, he will stand over me. The bullet must not move.
Hurry, David.
Yes. Yes, hurry, David.
Oh, poor Alex, I'm so glad I came here to David's. If it weren't for that ring, I never would have come, and I'd never have known how sick you are.
Ring?
Yes, the turquoise ring, dear, the one you gave me.
Tell me.
Well, the stone loosened in the setting, so I asked David to take it down and get it fixed. And then I stopped to get it. Oh, David, bring that water.
She didn't give him the ring. I was wrong. I was...
Here, Mr. Nodova, drink this.
Careful, David, you're spilling the water on him.
I'm sorry.
Wrong.
Wrong? What's wrong, Alex? What are you saying?
You do love me, Catherine. You really love me.
Oh, Alex, if anything should happen to you, Well, David Smith, don't stand there like a fool. Go get a doctor.
She calls him a fool. She loves me.
Oh, Alex, you're trembling. You are ill. Oh, my darling, if I hadn't come here this afternoon, you all alone with that bungling David, it's awful to think of what might have been. Alex, the revolver. What?
What might have been.
Well, Mr. Obler, what might have been?
Potent words, Frank. What might have been. Say, for instance, that someone had given that unhappy little Austrian house painter named Adolf the job of painting a roof. And he'd fallen off and landed right on...
Yes, I see what you mean.
Frank, would you like to hear about the bees and the flowers?
Well...
All right. In just a moment.
Friends, if you're underweight, run down, unable to eat as you should, and if vitamin B1 and iron shortage is all that's to blame, try ironized yeast. Now, there are cases where these conditions may be due to other causes. If in doubt, consult a doctor. But if you simply need more vitamin B1 and iron, remember ironized yeast tablets cost but a few pennies a day. And you don't risk even those few pennies. For ironized yeast is sold on this money-back basis. If you don't begin to eat better, to look and feel stronger, peppier, and more alive, the cost of the first bottle will be refunded to you in full by ironized yeast, Box IY, Rahway, New Jersey. And now, what's this, Mr. Obler, about the bees and the flowers?
Well, once upon a time, there was an old man whose greatest pleasure in life was to take his neighbors on a pleasant little Sunday trip to the woods nearby. He'd explain to them all about the bees and the flowers and the birds. But one day on this course in nature study, the birds and the bees were forgotten. But as usual, that's next week.
Yes, tune in next Tuesday again for Arch Obler's story, Nature Study. And if you need more vitamin B1 and iron, be sure to try ironized yeast. You'll know it instantly by the yellow and orange package and by the big letters IY on the container and on each tablet.
Beginning of the white shoe season, but it's never too soon to start caring for your white shoes to keep them in good wearing condition. So clean your shoes with Energine Shoe White. It's made with the very whitest pigment obtainable. Only the very whitest. It spreads over shoes easily, dries evenly, helps keep your shoes looking their whitest and best longer.
82 years ago, June 15th, 1943, Lights Out on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Visit our page, classicradio.stream. Classicradio.stream. You can follow us on Facebook and X. Get all that information at classicradio.stream, and you can also buy me a coffee like so many nice people have. Coming up next here, the FBI in Peace and War.
The Crusade for Freedom is a crusade for your freedom and mine. The truth dollars people send the Crusade for Freedom help preserve our own freedom, even as they get the truth and hope to people behind the Iron Curtain. Truth dollars help finance Radio Free Europe and Radio Free Asia, the most effective weapons Western democracy has for countering lies and distortion. Send your contribution to the Crusade for Freedom, care of your local postmaster. That's Crusade for Freedom, care of your local postmaster.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, the FBI in Peace and War. This episode goes back 70 years to June 15th, 1955.
The FBI in Peace and War. Another great story based on Frederick L. Collins' copyrighted book, The FBI in Peace and War. Drama, thrills, action. Tonight's story, Hostage.
Hello, Harry.
Hi.
Hot day, huh?
Yeah, very.
What do you got in there, laundry?
What else?
Okay, Harry, go ahead. See you tomorrow.
Right, Joe. See you tomorrow.
Okay, that was being smart. Red, help me out of this stuff.
Right away. Listen, shut up.
Keep driving.
You'll never get away with this. Listen to me, fellas. You're crazy. I mean,
We heard what you mean. Didn't we, Matt?
Stop the car.
Look.
I said stop it.
yeah. Look, what I meant.
We heard what you meant. We're crazy to try it.
No.
We heard.
On the afternoon of June 8, 1954, two dangerous lunatics hid in a laundry coach leaving Matamora State Hospital, disposed of the driver, and escaped. A four-state alarm was promptly sent out. Police threw up roadblocks on all the area's highways. Bloodhounds were ordered in from nearby Franklin County, all to no avail. When the governor, soon after, requested bureau cooperation, the empty laundry coach had been located at the bottom of Beacon Lake. But there was no clue whatever as to the whereabouts of the missing men.
Yeah?
Hello, I'm taxi man. Did someone at this address?
Taxi, oh, yeah. Just 1 minute, my friend will be right out.
Oh, thanks. I'll wait in the car. I thought I had the wrong place. My wife took the message. I was out on a call. I told her she must have it wrong. This house hadn't been occupied.
Yeah, we know how it is. My friend will be right with you. You wait in your car. Matt.
Yeah, coming.
He's here.
Okay. I'll talk to him alone. You wait here. Better give me that hat.
Sure thing. You know, Matt.
Yeah?
The guy does look a lot like you. Shaved the mustache.
Oh. Grown a mouthpiece, huh? Good. May come in handy. Fix yourself a drink. I won't be too long.
Right over here, mister. Now, where to, station? I'm sorry I took so long getting out here, but when you're the only taxi in town...
That's okay. I got plenty of time. Just drive around a while.
What?
Just drive around.
Oh, well, okay. You're paying for it. This is the first time in 20 years I got a call just to drive around.
Ever drive into Canada?
Sure, all the time. You know, this close to the border. You aiming to go into Canada?
Well, not tonight.
Oh, that's good. I told my wife I'd be back early.
Married man, huh?
Oh, yes.
Any family? Kids, maybe?
Oh, boy, not quite a kid. Husky's 16.
That all?
That's all.
No brothers or sisters?
Well...
yeah?
I have a brother, but we don't see each other much.
How come?
Oh, just don't. Say, mister, you sure you don't want to go someplace?
No, this is fine. Your brother live in town?
Huh? No, he doesn't.
Where?
Now, look.
An institution, maybe? Like the state hospital at Matamora?
Say, how did you...
Yeah. What's the matter, Andy? Maybe I should light up a smoke so you can see clearer. Yeah. How's that?
Matt?
Uh-huh. Been a long time, hasn't it? Glad to see your brother, Andy? Sure you're glad. Why shouldn't you be? After all, it was always you looked out for me. You saved me from the hot seat, wasn't it, Andy? You had me committed for 20 years.
Matt, you didn't escape.
Escape me? Of course I didn't escape. I just told him Open up the gate. I feel like going for a stroll.
Matt.
Oh,
Matt.
stow it.
You got to go back, Matt.
I'm never going back. I'm going into Canada. You're going to help me.
I want to help you, Matt. You need help. You're sick, Matt.
I'm not sick. Don't say that. Don't say it.
No, listen to me.
I listened before. You told him I was crazy.
Matt, so they wouldn't hurt you. I couldn't let them hurt you any more than I could now.
Ah. Then you'll help me cross the border.
No.
You will. You'll help. If you couldn't let him hurt me, you couldn't let us hurt him.
Us? Hurt who?
Us, Red and me. Hurt our hostage.
A hostage? What are you talking about?
I'm not sick. I'm not.
Matt, what are you talking about?
Huh?
Matt?
Oh, you see. I told Red you couldn't let us hurt him. That was smart, wasn't it? You'll help me cross the border, Andy. You'll see.
Still at large, Matt Tigner and Olin Redmond, escapees from Matamoros State Hospital. All officers are advised to alert police departments and law enforcement agencies in the following
Andy? Is that you, Andy?
Yes, dear.
Oh, I thought you said you'd be back early, but now... Andy.
Come in the parlor.
Darling, what's the matter?
Hell of that call you sent me out on. Make me a small drink of something, will you, dear? I need it.
Of course.
I knew something would come of it one day. I knew that.
Andy, what is it?
You shouldn't have to worry on account of me, Ella. I told you trouble might come someday. I told you my brother...
Your brother?
The man who wanted the taxi.
No.
Yes, dear.
But it couldn't be. I mean, your brother...
I know. I thought the same thing, but it's Matt, all right. He escaped from the hospital last Thursday, him and another fella. If we'd read the city papers, we'd have known.
Oh, Andy, no.
He rented the old Hewlett place out on Oriole Road. He's there with this other fella, the two of them.
Oh, darling.
And Ella, he wants me to help get them into Canada.
Andy, you'll help them by calling Sheriff Snowden right this minute.
No, Ella, he has it all worked out. You don't know Matt and that warped brain of his. Have you looked in Freddie's room?
What?
Don't get excited. The boy's all right.
What do you mean, have I looked in Freddie's room?
Ella, please, now, don't get excited. He and this other fella, they've taken Freddie with them.
Andy!
The boy's all right, Ella, now. But the boy's all right. They said they'd take care of him good, but if I tried any tricks...
Oh, Andy.
Ella, they got us coming and going. I just got to do what they told me. Like I say, Matt has it all worked out.
The check made at Matamora Hospital revealed 3 items of subsequent value in our investigation. Matt Tigner was an incurable paranoiac with schizoid tendencies. He had one living relative, a brother whom the hospital authorities had been unable to locate. He had an unusual penchant for cartography. Among the effects found in his room were 2 manila envelopes filled with charts and maps. It was while Agent Reynolds and I were going through the maps that we came across our first substantial clue.
Here's another one, Steve.
Let's see it.
Canada, New England states. Right here, circled in blue pencil.
Toronto, connecting with Lynbrook. Uh-huh.
And here, further down the map, for the check mark.
104 miles. Lynbrook, Montreal, 308.
Well, what do you think? Does it add up to anything?
Might.
Every check mark quotes the mileage between Lynbrook, New Hampshire, and some city or other in Canada.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Of course, anyone could mark up any map for any reason.
Well, couldn't they?
They could.
But you doubt it in this instance.
You don't?
Enough to go to work on it. Maybe it adds up to Tigner and Redmond. Excuse me. Stevens speaking. Yes. Oh, good. Now, wait a minute. Let me put that down. Snowden, right? Thanks, Charlie. Thanks a lot.
Identification?
Charlie Hayes. He had the name of the Lynbrook sheriff in the files.
Snowden?
Yes. Well, maybe it adds up to Tigner and Redmond. Maybe it doesn't, Dave, but it's certainly worth the gamble.
And what's this, huh?
That's the road to Canada. That X is Canadian Customs.
Hey, look at that, Matt. He's got the whole way mapped out.
Well, he better, that's so.
Yeah. What are these things here?
License, car registration.
Let's see those. Hair brown, eyes brown, height 5 feet 11. I could fool anyone with this, you know?
Sure you could. And with the new mouthpiece.
Matt, I really got to get back on home.
Oh, you do, huh? Okay, I guess we got everything all set. We'll keep the car here. Red will drive you.
I'd rather walk. I can use the air.
Suit yourself. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock, I'm taking off. And Andy.
Yes?
I wouldn't want anything to go wrong on this trip. You know what I mean?
I know.
Because if anything did go wrong, the boy...
Nothing will go wrong because of me, Matt.
Okay. Just giving you a little brotherly advice, that's all. Oh, one more thing.
What?
That wife of yours, she knows she's going with me?
Yes, Matt.
Yeah, that'll make everything come out real nice and even, won't it? Night, Andy. See you in the morning.
Matt.
Yeah?
You know, I've been thinking...
What?
If Andy wasn't around, you could be Andy.
You've been thinking that, huh?
Now, don't get sore, Matt.
Who's sore? I've been thinking the same thing.
You have?
For 20 years, I've been thinking it. Ever since my dear brother told those doctors about me. Ever since he turned against me in court.
Matt.
Yeah?
I could fix that, couldn't I? While you were driving to Canada, I could fix that real good. Then when you come back for me...
Yeah, sure. 20 years. Crazy, he called me. Sick. You fix it, Red. You hear? Right after I'm on the road, you fix it. Once and for all.
To Snowden, Sheriff, Lynbrook County. Your wire received. Agent Reynolds and I leaving for New Hampshire at once. Hold all action pending our arrival in Lynbrook. Sign it, Stevens.
They're waiting, Andy. I'm going with them. I'll be back. Andy.
I can't let you go, Ella. I can't.
Andy, if I don't.
I know.
I'll be back, darling. Kiss me.
If I shot them down, if I took a gun and shot them
Don't
down...
talk that way, please.
Ella.
Promise me. I won't let you do anything that might harm Freddie.
Ella, stop it.
Oh, promise me, Andy. Don't do anything.
All right, Ella.
Andy, hold me close.
Darling.
They're waiting for me, Andy. I'm going out.
Steve, look, coming out of the house.
Mm-hmm. Tigner's wife, Sheriff.
That's right. That's Ella.
And you're still certain the man in the car is her husband?
Well, now, I would be certain if it hadn't been for what you told me,
Follow them, Steve.
We want both. Maybe he'll lead us to Redmond.
Okay, I just wonder...
So do I. If that's who we think it is, what's happened to his brother? Follow them, Dave. Maybe we'll find out.
Hello, Andy. Okay if I come in?
What happened? What are you doing back here? I thought...
I know what you thought, Tony. I don't like long trips. I get car sick.
You didn't go with them?
There was some unfinished business this side of the border to take care of. Let's go to the parlor. We can talk in there.
Look,
It's real. And it's loaded. In the parlor, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, this is fine. Sit down.
What do you want, anyhow?
Me? I don't want anything. Your brother wants something.
My brother?
Yeah. He didn't happen to call yet, did he? Before I got here.
Call?
Yeah, he's gonna call as soon as he's safe across the border. Then his gun goes off and your worries are over.
What?
That's what Matt wants. Hey, scotch. My very own brand. Maybe you and me should have a drink with take the edge off.
Matt wants you to...
That's the idea. No drink, huh?
But why?
You can't figure it. You let them send your own flesh and blood away.
Matt would have got the chair if it hadn't been for me.
If it hadn't been for you, he wouldn't have spent 20 years. But 20 years, he's waited to get even.
I see. And so you...
That's the idea. It's too bad you won't have a drink. This sort of thing, it's better. It goes friendly like.
And you really think you could get away with a cold-blooded killing like this?
Yeah, I think I could. Don't you?
I think you're as crazy as Matt. I think you're stark raving.
I don't like that kind of talk. I don't like that. All right, that'll be Matt. Lift it.
Me?
If it's somebody else, hang up. If it's Matt, I'll speak to him. You heard what I said? Lift it!
Hello?
Tigner, this is a federal officer speaking. Try to act calm and listen. I know Redmond's with you.
What? Who is this?
We've apprehended your brother. Your wife and your son are safe. Agent Reynolds should be at your house in another few minutes. Can you stall Redmond?
No, you have the wrong number.
You can't stall him?
I'll try. I'll try to get the operator for you.
Listen to this. Redmond has a sadistic personality trait. Cater to him. Let him play cat and mouse with you. Can you do that?
I'll try.
What is it? It's the wrong number.
Can you do that, Tigner?
Hey, give me that thing. Hello.
Mister, you're sure this isn't Maine 4105?
Yeah, I'm sure. Wrong number. Tie up the line. What is that? Okay, where were we?
Red,
Yeah. Yeah, what?
Could I change my mind about that drink?
Huh?
I could use one.
Yeah?
I really could use one. Couldn't you?
Sure I could. I told you, see? Sure, you could change your mind. I told you, this sort of thing, it's better. It goes friendly like. After all, you're Matt's own brother. I wouldn't have it any other way.
By catering to Olin Redmond's personality traits, Andrew Tigner was able to stall until Agent Reynolds had arrived. Following the inexplicable behavior of such individuals, Redmond, like Matt Tigner, surrendered meekly, without resistance. The two men were returned to the authorities at Matamora under special guard, thus forestalling any future attempts at hostage.
In tonight's story, Bill Smith played the part of Andrew Tigner, and Frank Reddick was Matt Tigner. This radio dramatization for the FBI in Peace and War was written by Jack Anson Fink. These programs are produced and directed by Betty Mandeville. All names and characters used on the program are fictitious. Any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental. This program is based upon Frederick L. Collins' copyrighted book, The FBI in Peace and War, and the broadcast does not imply endorsement, authorization, or approval by the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Now for station identification.
There you have it. 70 years ago, June 15, 1955, the FBI in Peace and War. We'll head to Pine Ridge, Arkansas in a moment and see what's going on with Lum and Abner next.
You can help children, old folks, the sick, and the aged. You can help destroy juvenile delinquency. You can make your town a healthier place in which to live. You can do all this with just one gift, a contribution to your community chest. 4 out of 10 families in community chest areas benefit directly from the services you help to support. The other families benefit indirectly by better community living conditions. So make your town a better place to live. Give generously to your community chest.
We wrap up this edition of Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with an episode of Lum and Abner from 83 years ago, June 15th, 1942.
The makers of Alka-Seltzer bring you Lum and Abner. Well, sir, folks, these are mighty busy days down in Pine Ridge. How's it with you? You keeping pretty busy? Did you get as much done today as you hoped you would? Well, if you did not, if a headache, a touch of acid indigestion, or a sour upset stomach happened along to slow you down, I'll just bet you wished you'd followed our suggestion and had a package of Alka-Seltzer tablets in your desk or your locker. You should take Alka-Seltzer because it offers the kind of fast relief you want for these common work-disturbing ailments. Alka-Seltzer can help you feel better in a hurry. And another thing, you'll enjoy Alka-Seltzer's pleasant, refreshing taste. And, of course, it's not a laxative. So be wise, friends. And next time, be prepared. Keep a package of Alka-Seltzer tablets on the job as well as at home. Get a package of these modern, effervescent tablets from your druggist on your way to work in the morning. Many's the time you'll be glad you did. And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, the course of Cedric's love is certainly not running smoothly. Since Gomer Bates has taken his place in Clarabelle Seastrunk's affection, Cedric has taken himself to the hills to become a hermit. As we look in on a little community today, we find poet and President Lum of the Edwards and Gray Publishing Company, gaily attired in his purple beret, busily working on greeting card verses while Abner is answering the telephone. Listen.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I see. All right, Mousie, I'll tell him. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, I know you feel that way, Mousie. All right, goodbye. It was Mousie Lum.
Yeah, I heard you talking.
He says he can't come to work today on account of his wrist.
On account of his wrist?
Yeah, the one he sprained the other day trying to learn Cedric how to be firm and win back Clarabelle.
Oh, ain't he over that yet?
I reckon not. He said he's sorry he couldn't get here today 'cause the printing shop is just like a mother to him.
Well, I don't think I need Mousie very bad anyway, Abner.
You don't, huh?
I'm getting pretty good at writing these greeting cards all by myself.
Yeah.
Listen to this new one I just studied up here.
Yeah, what's this one for, Valentine's Day?
No, this is a card for a feller to send to a woman after he's been to a party at her place.
Oh, thanking her for having a nice time and all, huh?
Well, yeah, it covers that all right, but mostly it's to apologize for the mistakes you made at the party.
Mistakes?
Yeah, mistakes in etiquette.
Oh.
You know how nervous and embarrassed a feller gets at a party. Forgets his good manners.
Yeah.
Blows on his soup to cool it off or something like that.
Well, you ain't supposed to do that, huh?
Of course not. You're supposed to fan it with your hat if it's too hot to drink.
Oh, yeah, I might now forgot about that. Well, is that what the card's about, blowing on soup?
No, this one's got to do with one of them buffet luncheons.
Huh?
You know, where you march around a table and pick up your victuals and then carry 'em off into the parlor and eat 'em.
Oh.
Like a dog running off with a bone and eating it.
Yeah.
And you try to balance a plate on one knee and coffee on the other.
Oh, one of them things. Yeah, I hate and despise.
Can't do it, but
no.
You gotta do it just the same. Try it anyway.
Yeah.
As soon as you let go of the coffee to try to eat what's in the plate, you drop the coffee, or vice versa, or versa versa, or whichever it is.
Yeah, that's just what happens. Never fails, never.
And when you try to pick up what you dropped, you spill something else.
Yeah.
Then you do get inbred.
Well, the worst part of it is when you do finally figure out some way to eat the stuff, why, them little old sandwiches they all serve as such little bitty things, you go home might nigh starve to death.
Yeah, and even if they do pass around a plate of sandwiches a second time, you got your hands so full of plates and stuff, you can't take another.
No, doggies, let's not go, Lum.
Huh?
Let's just not go to that party. Just call 'em up and tell 'em we went to Africa or somewhere.
Well, we ain't even invited.
Ain't invited? Of
course
Oh, ain't good enough for 'em, huh?
Well,
Doggers, who is it? Sister Simpson? That's who it is. She's mad at Elizabeth. Yeah, just what she done.
nobody ain't having no party, Abner. I'm just writing these cards in case they do have.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Sure.
Just telling you what generally happens at them affairs.
Yeah. What's the matter with me? Well, what does the card say that you got there?
Well, let's see, pretty long.
Yes, huh?
I had a nice time last night at your place. I'm sorry I went and broke that nice vase.
Did you break a vase, too?
Well, you most generally always break something, and vase is the only thing that rhymes.
Oh, you're supposed to break things that rhyme, huh? Yeah, you could just break a vase every time, and you know you could use a card. That's the thing to do.
Forgive me for dropping my spoon on the floor, but it fell from the cup when I was trying to pour.
Trying to pour what?
Well, let me finish and you'll find out.
Oh.
That awful hot coffee into my saucer. I hope I never ruined the antimacassar.
Oh, well, that's a good one. Good for you, Lon.
I had to change that antimacassar. I think it's antimacassar, but rhymes better this way.
Well, you could say sasser. That's what Grandpappy Spears says anyway. All he's talking about is sasser. He don't know.
That's pretty good, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, that's the best one I've
Sort of
heard.
proud of myself on that.
Well, how many of them you going to print? Oh, well, come in, Cedric.
Not very wonderful world.
Well, what are you doing here anyway, Cedric? I thought you was living up in the mountains in a cave.
Yes, Mom, I am. Gets awful lonesome up there, though.
Well, I'd think it would.
Well, that's what I don't like about being a hermit. Ain't nobody to talk to.
Well?
Well, natural. That's the whole idea of being a hermit, Cedric. Well, if I had some neighbor hermits, I wouldn't mind it so much.
Neighbor hermits? Why, there ain't no such thing, Cedric.
Anyhow.
Well, no, you wouldn't be a hermit if you had neighbors.
Well, I don't believe I'll take up being a hermit for good, then. Well, you oughtn't to take it up at all, Cedric. Just a lot of nonsense. You running up in the hills just 'cause Clarabelle's went a couple of places with Gomer Bates.
Of course
Don't
it is.
mention Gomer Bates' name around me. I hate and despise him. Well, sitting around in a dark cave ain't going to help you none. Thing for you to do is study up some way to get Clarabelle back again. Now, if you want some advice, I can give you some. I don't want no advice, though. It just gets me into trouble.
Now, what trouble have you got into, Cedric?
Well, don't you recollect that advice you give me, Mr. Abner?
Huh?
You had me call up another girl to make Clarabelle jealous and wound up with me going fishing with Mr. Barton and his brother-in-law, Mr. Seastrunk and I don't know who all.
Well, that was your own fault, though, Cedric.
And there's that advice Mousie has given me. You know what happened there. Oh, well, what does Mousie know about such things as this?
Well, he claims he knows a lot, Lum. See, he used to write some kind of a love column for a paper back in Iowa summers. Folks used to write him letters, and then he'd give them advice in this column of his on how to straighten out their troubles.
Prattle. What advice could Mousie Gray give anybody?
I don't know, but he did, though.
Wait a minute, though. I believe that gives me an idea. Maybe that's what Cedric ought to do.
Write to Mousie?
No, I mean write to a big professional love advice column.
Oh.
You've heard of Beatrix Fairbanks, ain't you?
Let's see, Fairbanks. Let me see.
Well, anyway, she's a famous woman that solves problems for folks.
She does, huh?
Writes for a lot of big newspapers.
Yeah.
Get a pencil and paper, Abner. Cedric's going to write her a letter right now.
Good for him. Yeah, let's see.
Get him straightened out.
Let me find something.
Well, I don't want to write to no woman, though. It'll just end up with me going on another fishing trip with Mr. Barton and that old brother-in-law of his. No, it won't, Cedric. You ain't trying to get no date with her. You're just getting advice from her. And it'll be good advice, too, I can tell you that. It'll give us the woman's point of view in your case, and that's what we need.
Yeah, here, Lum. Is this all right? There's a sheet of paper, and here's a pencil there.
All right, you sit down there and write what I tell you, Abner. I'll dictate to you.
Oh, me? Yeah. Let's see.
Dear Miss Beatrice.
Dear Miss... How do you spell that?
B-W-A-T-R-I-C-E, I reckon.
P-W-A-T-R-I-C-E. Yeah, got it.
I am a young boy in love.
Young boy? Why, you ain't no young boy, Lum.
I know that. This is supposed to be Cedric writing the letter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, here, I better fix that then so there won't be no mistake. I'll just put down here, Cedric is a young boy in love. Cedric is
Better put down me living in a cave so she'll know where to write me and answer my letter.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Cedric is a young boy in love that lives in a cave.
No. Cross that last part out. That sounds silly.
Does, huh? Yeah.
Put it down like I had it at first.
All right, I'm crossing it
A
down.
young boy in love.
Yeah, I got it.
I went with the same girl, Clarabelle Seastrunk, for...
Clarabelle
How many years have you went with her, Cedric?
Oh, I don't know, about 50, I think.
50 years.
You ain't that old.
No.
Put down, 10 years, I reckon.
10 years.
Have you got that?
Yeah. Clarabelle Seastrunk for 10 years.
And now she's throwed me over for a boy named Gomer Bates.
She has sold me over for a boy named Gomer Bates. Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah, got it.
Wait a minute. I don't believe we ought to use their names, though.
Huh?
Might be embarrassing for him when he comes out in all them big newspapers.
Oh,
is my letter going to be in the newspapers?
Why, sure. Better change that, Abner, and call Clarabelle X.
You mean scratch out the name Clarabelle here?
Yeah.
Put X? How do you spell that?
You don't spell it. Just write down the letter X.
Oh, yeah. X. Yeah.
And change Gomer Bates to Y.
Y.
And Cedric can be Z.
All
right, now read me what you got so far.
Let's see. Put that Cedric out there, Z. Cedric Z, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, dear Miss Beatrice, I am a young Z in love. I have went with the same X for 10 years, and now she has throwed me over for Y.
Yeah, that's better.
Well, now, wait a minute, Lum. I don't believe that sounds just right, that last part there. Instead of she has throwed me over for Y, why, it ought to be why has she throwed me over?
No, you're getting mixed up. Y is Gomer.
Why is Gomer what?
Oh, for goodness sakes, Abner.
Huh? Well, I just said why is Gomer what?
Gomer ain't nothing. The Y stands for Gomer. Maybe we ought to change that to another letter so you won't keep on getting mixed up.
Yeah, let's
change it and make him W.
W, huh?
I think I'd like to be W. That's my favorite letter.
All right, you can be W and Gomer can be R.
Gomer R.
You ready now, Abner?
Yeah, Cedric's a young W now instead of a young Z, huh?
Yeah. All right, put this down. Tell me, Miss Beatrice, how can I...
Well, wait a minute, who's I?
That's Cedric. No, Mom, W. Changed over from Z.
Well, make up your mind, Cedric. You can't have 3 names.
He ain't got 3 names. Just put down what I tell you and don't ask no questions.
All right.
Tell me, Miss Beatrice, how can W win back X and get shut of R?
Get shut of R what?
R nothing. R is Gomer.
I thought he was W.
No, Mom, W. Changed over from X.
X? Well, then who's Z? Is that W or is R W? And who's this Y I got down here,
For
Lum?
goodness sake, cross out everything you got, Abner.
Cross it out?
Yeah, we're going to start all over.
Oh.
Now take this down.
All right, go ahead.
Dear Miss Beatrice.
Dear Miss Beatrice.
You got that?
Yeah, go on.
Dear Miss Beatrice, never mind, I'm going back to the cave. Signed, Cedric Weehunt.
No, Mom, W. Changed over from X.
Well, folks, we've just heard about some of Lum and Abner's troubles. Now, let's talk about you and yours. During these warm summer days, do you sometimes come home from work feeling headachy and upset? Perhaps you're feeling that way right now. And if you are, let Alka-Seltzer help you get the relief you want in a hurry. You just drop an Alka-Seltzer tablet or 2 into a glass of water, like this. Listen to it fizz. Then drink her down, and thanks to the analgesic pain reliever which Alka-Seltzer contains, it can help you feel better fast. Try it, won't you? Freshen up with a glass of sparkling Alka-Seltzer when you're bothered with a headache, a touch of acid indigestion, or muscular aches and pains, and see how much better Alka-Seltzer can help you feel. Get Alka-Seltzer at any drugstore, either by the package or by the glass.
Probably all for the best anyway. Lum and Abner, going back 83 years, June 15th, 1942, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Join us tomorrow for Death Valley Days, Crime Classics, Did Justice Triumph, Romance, and another episode of Lum and Abner. That's coming up on our Monday show. Have yourself a great Sunday. See you tomorrow for more Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.
Having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.